Welcome to the show. Welcome to Your Thought Life podcast. I'm your host, Michael Anderson. Today, we're getting into the 10 tips to boost self-worth. When I was a young technology person, I struggled with self-worth. Some of it was left over from childhood, while there was another sort of section of it that was predicated on me continually comparing myself with other people. Low self-worth is a very, very difficult set of circumstances to contend with on your own. The sad part of what I'm going to say is probably over 70% of people will contend with this on their own because it's one of those situations where it's so deep, so abiding that you just don't want to talk with anybody about this. There's a 2022 study that was published in the Journal of Personality, and it found that people who rely on external validation for their self-worth are 40% more likely to experience chronic stress and anxiety. I'm raising my hand. You can't see me. I know that stat to be absolutely accurate because I was right in the heart of that. And that's a huge number, and it really highlights how much our well-being depends on where we source our sense of value, within or from without. And if you're always looking for approval from others, you're handing over the keys to your happiness to that group of people. So today, we're going to talk about how to close the gap, get back those keys, and boost our self-worth. I want to do a definition. I don't generally do this, but I want to do it today. But self-worth is the foundation of a healthy mindset. According to self-determination theory, humans have an innate need for autonomy, competence, and relatedness. When you build your self-worth internally, you're meeting those needs in a way that's sustainable and empowering. Science shows us very clearly that people with high self-worth are far more resilient, have better relationships, and are much more likely to achieve their goals than those on the opposite end of the spectrum. As Carlos Rogers, the father of humanistic psychology, said, the curiosity paradox, when I accept myself just as I am, then and only then can I change. We need some changes today, family. We need some deep, abiding changes that switch this dynamic from an external locus of control to an internal locus of control. External validation is unpredictable. Internal validation is the opposite, very predictable. One day, you're on the top of the world because somebody is giving you a great comment. No one is able to do that day 2, 3, or 4. And guess what? You don't feel the same. This is what happens when your validation is predicated on external. But when you've got this going on from an internal standpoint, oh my goodness, you have literally the keys to self-worth. You can turn that engine on anytime you desire, and it has no need for any entity outside of you. And this effectively takes you off the roller coaster ride that your emotions will take you on when you don't get that fix from this external person. Sure, fine, I'll just do it myself. And this, again, is a sustainable model. The real power comes from building a sense of value from within and not from without. We do not need the opinions of others if we'll make the decision to change today, again, the locus of control from being externally sourced to internally sourced. Now, we always endeavor to provide for you tools that are known good that will help you immediately after you have completed listening to the podcast. I want to provide for you 10 tips to boost your self-worth. Here they are. Number 1, create a self-worth journal where you write down moments when you acted in alignment with your newfound values, internal locus of control, regardless of the outcome or anyone else's reaction. This helps you to see your own growth and integrity because you now have a record, a ready record. Number 2, practice mirror talk. What's that? It's you looking at yourself in the eye each morning and stating one thing you appreciate about your character, your work ethic, or your effort. This simple act rewires your brain to recognize your own value. It aids in that process of letting go or letting loose of external validation and being able to provide that validation for yourself. Number 3, set a weekly challenge goal that stretches you a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Not so much that it makes you totally uncomfortable, but enough where you're able to keep the focus on the process and not the result. Little bit by little bit, we are relearning how to do life in a way that does not allow us or permit us to be dependent on that external validation. Once you begin doing this, I want you to celebrate the courage that it took for you to try this. Doesn't matter if it didn't work. Celebrate the fact that you took this micro step to move forward. Number 4, limit your exposure to social media for a set period of the day. And use the additional time that you're able to harvest back to engage in activities that bring you joy and peace, like reading and walking, or maybe you've got some albums that you enjoy. Bottom line is, if you're not online looking at all the lies that people are telling about themselves, then you can take away some of that negative energy and provide it into a constructive space to create a dynamic that works for you. 5, develop a personal mantra that enforces your worthy, such as, I am enough as I am. I am enough as I am, or my value is not up for debate. And repeat it whenever you notice self-doubt attempting to creep in. Self-doubt is going to deter you from moving forward with your goal if it gets loud enough in your inner ear. Number 6, seek out learning experiences that have nothing to do with achievement or recognition. Take a class, try a new hobby, do something with a friend, explore a topic just because it interests you. When we're able to take our attention away from those things that have achievement and recognition tied to them, we're able to just really embrace ourselves in the moment. And the fact is that you can embrace yourself in the moment, then you can begin to change how you interact with yourself. All of these are small baby steps that collectively lead to you breaking free of the need for others to approve you. Number 7, practice gratitude. Practice gratitude like all of the time. Practice gratitude for your own efforts, for your qualities, for your gifts, for your talents. At the beginning of each day, at the end of each day, have gratitude. If you can, work in a midday, have gratitude. And then write down 3 things that you did well at the end of the day. It could be traits or characteristics or things that you did in micro steps tied to this particular act that went well, and then began to really develop an appreciation for the work that you are doing for you inside of you. Number 8, surround yourself with people who respect your boundaries and encourage your growth. But remember, we don't need their approval, right? We're just doing life with like-minded people. We're not seeking approval. Number 9, reflect on past challenges where you've overcome and you've exhibited strength in a different way. Remember yourself. Remind yourself that you're resilient and resourceful. Remind yourself that you have what it takes. And this serves as proof that, in fact, you do not literally need anyone external to you to supercharge your faith, your confidence, and your self-worth. You have everything that you need already to do that on your own. And then finally, give yourself permission to rest and to recharge and to do things that are fun and to do things that you enjoy. It's so important that we have mental health top of mind. We move at such a pace today and have so many competing priorities that it just literally can wear us out. When we have these times of refresh, where we're recharging, where we're resting and doing something we enjoy, we are in fact recharging our batteries, getting vitality back into us. That's incredibly important. And your value isn't tied to productivity or to constant achievement. You just need to know that. So settling down for a while to do something fun is A+. There's science behind this. Of course there is. Research from the University of Michigan found that self-affirming practices like the ones we've just discussed can actually reduce stress and improve problem-solving abilities, at the same time boosting our self-worth. When you affirm with your own words, your brain responds by lowering the cortisol levels and boosting feelings of security and fulfillment. This isn't just feel-good advice, family. It's backed by science. So take a look at a few of these, see which ones fit you best, and incorporate them as soon as you can to begin the transformation that you desire. As Maya Angelou said, you alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anyone. That's the mindset we're aiming for. And thank you so much for joining me today for this episode. Do consider leaving us a rating or a review. Helps the channel to grow and to reach more people seeking this style of content. Feel free to connect with us through Linktree. The link is available in the show notes. You are enough. You can do it. You are uniquely equipped to realize your goals. Until next time, take care and keep boosting self-worth.